I didn't have an initial reaction when I read Last Days because Last Days didn't exist. I reacted to Last Days when it was pitched to me by Rick Remender.
Last Days of American Crime is a story that sort of picks up after a fictitious terrorist attack in the U.S.
It's pretty violent, but the violence is organic. It's not created.
It's a modern take on a classic heist story. In the story, it's about 8 years in the future from now, so it's post 9/11, and it's in a world where...
in a world that's becoming more and more anarchy is prevalent. Violence, increase of murders, robberies, etc., etc.
In response to this, the U.S. government has devised a signal, and this signal broadcasts a frequency, like a neuroinhibitor, that basically makes it impossible for anyone to do anything they know to be unlawful. Now, at the same time that this is going on, one thing that they've been working on for some time in order to also do away with crime is to get away from paper money altogether. Graham, our hero, has discovered a way to steal one of these charge boxes at a bank he works at, and basically charge himself unlimited American currency forever. So it's the ultimate heist story in that sense.
Rick really has a complete understanding of where he wanted to take this, and we did not censor Rick on this book. He had carte blanche to do what he needed to do, and that's why the book is such a great book. When he pitched me this, he pitched me actually about 4 projects. And when I heard the high concept, I said, stop right there. That's what I want to do. American audiences right now are used to seeing Sam in these big tentpole films, from Terminator to, I think every human being and bug on this earth, has seen Sam in Avatar. And now they're going to see him in Clash of the Titans. So you got 3 major tentpole films. This is not that kind of film.
I really like the idea of exploring and seeing him bring that same intensity to somebody whose thought process you're not really sure of.
Some action, some great action set pieces, great dialogue, but it's an actor's dream to do these kind of roles, and it's against type.
You've got a guy out there who is, like I said earlier, he's a force of nature, and you don't know what he's going to do. And that chaos and the violence, the hyper-violence that we see Kevin perpetrate throughout the series as it builds and builds, you know it's going to come into contact with Graham. You know that those 2 trains are going to collide. I can't imagine anybody bringing more to the role. How would I like to see it transferred to the big screen? Preferably with actors in front of a camera. I'd like to see somebody take a hardcore crime approach to it. I'd like to see grainy film stock. I'd like to see the bits of it that are going to be in CG, because you're in a slightly future version of Los Angeles that's in the throes of chaos. I would like to hear hardcore 80s punk as a soundtrack playing over it. I'd like to hear Holiday in Cambodia, the first time we glide over Los Angeles with all the smoke and the fires of the riots. I think that there's an audience now of people who don't want the glitz and the polished bullshit of most Hollywood crime. I think there's a population of people who don't want to be pandered to in terms of, here's a vanilla bean. They want pistachio almond. They want specific. And they want something that doesn't hold back its artistic merits in hopes of getting another 2 tickets sold.